Hello and welcome to the Arena Sports Show. My name is Clauiee Grace Mpanza. Absolutely stoked to be with you once again. We're celebrating the 40th episode of the Arena Sports Show, and we've got a jam-packed show lineup for you. This special you're certainly going to love. I'm not alone. I'm joined by my favorite influencer. He calls himself Zizu, Mahlatse Mphahlele. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Looking forward to the show.
It's a jam-packed show. 40 episodes. I've known you for 40 episodes. How crazy is that?
I think even a little bit more.
For the sake of the show. Yeah. We can keep it at 40 episodes.
Yeah. 40. It's been a roller coaster ride, but yeah, we're loving it. We're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And to celebrate it today, we've got two big guys coming through today.
We definitely do. And on that note, we also switch things up a little bit. And we're not going to do our top stories. But in substitute to that, what we're going to have for you is the Botswana Football League. A lot has been happening there. And one thing that I love about the Botswana Football League is, of course, the spectators. I was watching the encounter, that being Township Rollers and Gaborone United. And, man, the fans pulled up. It's a derby at the end of the day. And that's what you want to see.
Yeah, I was tuned out on the Vision View app on Friday night.
Yeah.
Good football also. They can play football. I think it's good to be exposed to that kind of football. Different. The turnout was very good. Obviously still early in the season. It was just the first round. But I'm looking forward to watching more of that type of football. Yeah. Maybe as the season goes in January, we can have one or two players coming to South Africa. I was quite impressed with the level of football that has been played there.
So was I. I saw there was as well Udina Dinganga, who is, of course, from the DRC. He made his debut for Rollers, and I was quite impressed by him. So looking forward to what else he'll be bringing throughout the season. But let's quickly take a look into the lock standings to find out, of course, who has won their first game in terms of match day one. When you look into now first place, we currently have the security systems, that being the Alarm Boys, who made sure that, of course, they get their victory. And then in Traffic FC, that being in second place. And then, of course, you've got Motale FC in third. And then you can just take a look more at, of course, the other teams who make up the top 8. And it's looking really good, Mahlatse Mphahlele, because you've got most teams getting maximum points from first until about 6th position. And then only 7th and 8th don't have maximum points as of yet. Yeah,
I guess for South Africans, the interest will always be on joining Galaxy because they're coached by a South African. Coach Murabudi. As you know, that they did a serious number on Pirates the other season in the Champions League, looking at Pirates. So yeah, they're a team that is always they're competitive. You expect them to be right up there at the top come to the end of the season. Township Rollers are there, Gaborone United are there. There's this team called Muchudi Center Chiefs. It's a big team, an old team there in Botswana. Over the years has produced top quality players.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that they're coming back now. Very little is known about these security systems.
The Alarm Boys, I love them so much.
And also this traffic. Obviously, like we said, it's still early in the season. I don't know if they will be able to maintain this start that they've had. But yeah, we're looking forward to what should be an interesting campaign. And it is available on the Vision View app.
Yeah.
People want to watch the action from Botswana.
100%. And then when you look into the bottom half of the log, then you'll also see VTMFC. They're currently in 14th. And what's interesting about VTMFC is the encounter that they lost, but their man of the match came from that team, Giabezo Lucas, making sure that he cleans that man of the match accolade. But they currently sit 14th. So they are currently will, of course, want to pick up their legs and make sure that they get the results that they want. And, of course, then right at the bottom, it's Nico United. But it promises to be an interesting premiership, looking into, of course, what they have in store for us. Also, a new sponsorship that is secured. And I love how, of course, they've made sure to also clarify as to how much they're getting, how much is being put onto the league. So it's really great to have, of course, FNB join Botswana Premier League. We keep things moving. And then we do know that a lot is happening in the world of sports. Choosing a star of the week, always a difficult task. Mahlatse Mphahlele, who was your star of the week?
Easy. Pirates. Done.
Oh, easy. Yeah. Okay, why is that? Quickly.
They won the MTN8 for the third year, for third season running.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything better than Pirates. They were pushed by the Stellenbosch, pushed all the way until the referee started misbehaving towards the ends there. I mean, I think we all know that goal, by the second goal, should never stood. But you can't blame Pirates. They pitched up and they dealt with whatever was in front of them. So yeah, congratulations to Pirates. In closing, I want to see them in the league now.
You want to see them in the league.
Let them go after Sundowns.
All right, and then my star of the week, I have to choose Keegan Masters, who was participating in the Porsche Carrera Cup, a South African who's doing well in the motorsport space, and great to see him, of course, being crowned champion. And well, another team that's hoping to be victorious as they prepare for the Europe Tour is the Bulls, as they are, of course, about to participate in the URC. So let's find out what Jake White has to say. Then on the flip side, the influencer mentioned that we've got Umlilo, and listen, there's a whole lot of fire that we've got lined up for you. Two legends who hailed, of course, they adorned their jersey of the Orlando Pirates jersey. They've worn stars. So there's a big legends. Till today, they stop and take pictures. So find out who on the flip side.
You know me well enough to know I don't like losing, and we play in every tournament to win. There's no doubt in my mind that with what we achieved in 3 seasons with the group we had is far exceeded anyone's expectation. Is it easier to accept that you lose? Of course not. Does it make it easier when I think at night that we could have won both finals? Of course not. But I think one thing that is a thing of our club, and I'm talking about from the leadership down and from above me too, is that where we started and where we are now, I think every guy that's involved with the Bulls would have taken that. Losing 2 finals is obviously not ideal, but you can see the club's getting better and better and better. And just come out of a Currie Cup, and we had about 15, 16 injuries. And so when I look at that, the morale is unbelievably high now. Don't underestimate the fact that some guys have gone off to the box and they've won a rugby championship for the first time in 15 years. So now, selfishly, I suppose they've won something, and now they feel what it's like to win a trophy as well. So, I recall a story once where Frans Steyn missed a kick to win the Super Rugby, and then 2 weeks later we beat Australia with 2 drop kicks at Newlands. And I said to him, "Which one would you prefer?" And I'm not going to tell you what the answer was, but I knew which one I wanted. Is that I wanted him to kick 2 drop kicks in a Test match. So. The mood is good. I mean, the mood is really good, and I think it's also because of the fact that the Boks are doing so well, and because a lot of the Bulls guys are getting a chance. And forgive me, but it's also nice to know the local players are getting picked for South Africa and they're still winning. And I've said that to you many times, that Nicholas Janssen van Rensburg playing overseas, and you pick Ruan Nokia, and you won't believe it, we win. So. Imagine it was the other way around. Imagine they pick Nicholas Janssen van Rensburg, then the guy in the club goes, "Well, what do I need to do more to make sure?" So I'm repeating, the mood is unbelievable. They're positive. They all want to be in the Springbok team. They all want to, but they also want to make sure they do what's right for the Bulls.
Absolutely excited to, of course, announce to you and show to the screen who we have next. A man that I'm absolutely fond of, who has retired actually 23 years later after football. Until today, he gets stopped for pictures. Until today, we want to also, of course, use his nickname. It is Legs of Thunder Senior who joins us today, that being Jerry Sikhosana. And man, Bra Jerry, I always call you Senior. By the way, this is Senior. I am Junior. He has dawned it, so I didn't just steal it.
Yeah, he has approved it.
Yeah, he approved it, signed, sealed, and delivered.
Talking about pictures, I'm getting my picture today.
Oh, you're getting your picture today.
And by the way, I played with Brajeri.
Brand, by the way.
I played a couple of times with Brajeri in social football. Eh?
Oh,
he still has it, eh?
I know.
But
he
I
does.
come, I
You
push
go
it.
push it, yeah? Brajeri, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself, Junior?
Oh, I'm
Legs of Thunder
fantastic.
Junior.
I mean, I love it. Every time we speak, you call me by my name, which I absolutely appreciate that.
I don't know Troy.
No,
I know
Yeah.
Junior.
Thank
Okay.
I know Junior.
I hope she's doing justice to the name.
Of course I am. You know what? Let's go back to actually talking about what we have today and what we've got lined up. But Jerry, I mean, we'll start with, CAF competition. You've played a vital role in the CAF interclub competitions. I mean, today we do have the group stage draws, so we're looking forward to seeing who will draw who. Orlando Pirates, who will be their drawn again. Same thing with Mamelodi Sundowns and Stellenbosch as well. But from your experience, what makes this competition so prestigious, having played it?
Well, honestly speaking, for me, when I joined Pirates, it was like a 95, and already by winning the league in 94, they qualified for the Champions League. But me, I was still with Aces, and then I was roped in January, but I was not registered for the preliminaries. So they just played all the preliminaries. I was just like following them. I remember driving with my friends to Swaziland to go watch them play there. They won, but I was like in the grandstand because for me, I was from a small team like Aces, and there were a lot of supporters. When I go to the stadium, I'm me myself, not Legs of Thunder.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what transpired until they reached the quarterfinals. That's where I happened to join them because there was a new registration of players that were new, and I had a good start. Scored in the quarterfinals, first leg, second leg. Scored in the semifinals, first leg, second leg.
Yeah.
The long story is now with the final.
Yeah.
The first leg.
Yeah.
I thought I did my best. Yes, I didn't score at the FNB, and obviously Pirate supporters expected me to do so. But I remember creating our equalizer goal that was scored by Helman Mphahlele, causing a corner kick that was played by Brendan Silent, scored by Kevin Lane.
Yeah.
But when I was driving back home after the game, I was listening to Radio Metro and Sports Show, and people were criticizing me. I was called greedy, selfish, I didn't want to pass.
Yeah.
And that didn't sit well with me because my wife was with me in the car and she was not okay with it. And I was supposed to go home. Every time I do things, staying in town, I go home, see my mom, my family, and then I go to my house. On that day, I just went straight to my house. I slept on that Saturday. I wasn't okay. Sunday, I made a ruling to myself. I'm not going back to Pirates.
Jeez.
Imagine we were traveling on a Wednesday and they were training on a Monday. Then I told myself, I'm not going back there.
You were ready to call it quits?
I did. I really did. And
And
on
the
that
chairman-
Monday
the chairman
morning for
intervened.
training session, I didn't go.
Yeah.
I never attended the training session on a Monday. They sent Augusto Palacios, who was the general manager of the team, to come to Tembisa to look for me. And they find me with the guys, Monday, Malam Khodu, Pap, relax with the guys. That's why I was like chilled. And came and, Jerry, why are you not doing the training? I said, no, I'm not going there. I said, no, but the chairman, the chairman. I said, I know him, but I'm not going there.
Jeez,
No.
so how did he convince you?
Never.
Never convinced
Never. I said to him, okay, fine, I will see. You can go because it's getting late now here in Tembisa. You're driving out. Anything that happens, it would be my fault.
you? Yeah.
Just go out. And then I asked one of my friends to accompany him to the safer place for driving, going back to Joburg. And then I stayed over. And then Tuesday morning, I woke up. I'm like, no, I'm not going to training.
Still.
Tuesday. But then, I think the late Geoffrey Kiltin, who was the coach, decided also not to come because he wasn't happy.
Sure.
He wasn't happy. He decided not to come to training because I wasn't there. So it's more like a long story because on that same Tuesday, I think the chairman himself drove to my home, to my mom in Tembisa, and I wasn't there. And then my mom called me and said, hey, the chairman was here in Tembisa. I said, Ivan Koza? Iron Duke? She said, yes, he was here. I said, no, I can't believe that. Not that man. I know, not that man. I know I'm in trouble, but there's no way he can just come without sending somebody. Because last night he sent Augusto, but the following day he came on his own. And I wasn't there. But my mom called me and discussed and I said, okay, I'll come and see you later on Tuesday before I go to my house. Then we spoke, she asked the favors and stuff. Okay, Mom, I will see. Go back to my home, sleep. I think Eddie can tell if he's still coming.
I think
That
he's coming.
We were meeting, I can't remember what was the time of the flight to Abidjan. But I decided not to to go to the airport on that Wednesday. Then I said, no, I'm not going there. And lucky enough, Ivan, because they were at the airport, I wasn't there. The whole team was there because 3 hours for international, at least 3 hours before departure, because you have to do the passport, the luggage, all of those things. And I wasn't there. And they called my mom. My younger brother was at home. They took one of the cars that was at home. Then she drove to my house. And then she said, please, I'm begging you. I am begging you because they've called and they are like at the airport and they want to go. And Ivan was like, please, Mama, please just tell Jerry to come. Then I just said, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I just took whatever that was there. Angry. I was angry.
I can imagine.
And when I get to the airport, I was late, 1 hour late. The flight was delayed. Because I remember this jersey that I see on the cameraman
Yes.
is the jersey that was like new. We were going to get dressed to. When I got inside the plane, because I was taken through the VIP area, I didn't go through the customs. Through the VIP area, I don't know what happened with my passport, but I was in a private car, driven straight to the flight where the media, SAFA people, the team, everybody was there. When I got in, the Tembisa met man. The Tembisa met man is here. And I was like looking down, just go and sit. And we just went there. And then he just said to me, no, look, relax, we'll talk. Because then we didn't have a coach. The late Joe Frickleton decided to step down.
So he never came back.
He never. The person that was there is the late Ronald Mkandawire. Yeah, he was there. And he was also quiet. He knew because everything that was happening in the team, I would always talk to him. Because I was this person, when I get angry, I always turn my back. Because I don't want people to say, Jerry this, Jerry that. Because normally when I talk to people, everybody says, Jerry's angry, Jerry's fighting. I don't know, it's the tone of my voice or maybe the way I talk, because sometimes I get held up and then I need to take out the voice.
For sure.
But to me, I'm like, I'm calm, you know. But people will come and say, Jerry, arrogant, Jerry, this, you know.
I think they've
and
said
I'm
you're
not like
rude
that.
too. And I'm like, senior, no, he just tells it as it is.
You know, because me, I always like the truth.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, which is
knows,
important.
he knows inside the field.
Yeah.
Me inside the field, I'm a different person.
For sure.
But you can kick, swear, do whatever. But when I'm off the field, people come and say, but what is wrong with you when you're inside the field? I say, no. For me, I respect that area. When I'm outside of it, I'm chilled. I can talk, make friendship and stuff.
But I just want to check, obviously, during your days, things were a little bit different, especially in the Champions League.
Yep.
It was still a difficult tournament to win because the North Africans were also strong at that time.
Yeah.
Just looking at this current Pirates team now, they're in the group stages now. I'm sure you have had a chance to look at them very closely.
Yep.
Do you think they can make a statement there on the continent?
You know, sometimes this question needs to be related to somebody who wasn't there in that predicament that is facing Pirates of late. Because if you compare the Pirates of now, I see a lot of talent. I see great leadership in terms of the technical team, but I really don't understand why they're not getting it right. Because if you look now, they went to Jwaneng in Botswana. I think they beat that team because it took them out last season in the qualifying rounds. And then they went there fuming because they know what to expect. They beat the team 4-0 there. Then they come back home where you thought they would be twice than what happened. Because to us, in our Champions League, I remember we went to Gabon. We lost 1-0 to a team in Gabon. But when that team came here, we beat that team 3-0 at the FNP. Because that was the statement we were putting to say, when we home, we win everything.
That's where you guys got Guy Roger and Zeng, isn't it?
Giro Chanzeng from the same team. Yes, Giro Chanzeng, the defender. Yes, that was from the same team because we beat them there. And then we went to, I think it was Uganda. It was Gabon, Uganda, those that I remember. We drew 1-1 in Uganda. And then this team came back here, we beat them 3-1.
Must win at home.
At home.
Convincingly.
I think that's where they got it wrong with me in the first leg of the final because it was home FNB where I scored in all those games. And then I didn't score in that game. So they thought maybe Jerry wasn't himself. That's what made me to say, I'm taking a back step in terms of going there and let them go and play the final on their own. Because yes, I scored in the quarterfinal at home, scored in the semi-final at home. Then I didn't score in the final. And then the blame was with me.
Because talking about having to do well at home is imperative. If you look at Sundowns, I think they've only lost 2 or 3 Champions League matches here at home in like 6 years. Which you have to dominate when you're home. Oh, okay. This is the man of grand entrance.
You from Botswana now?
Double legs, please. There's 2 legs today.
Oh, you're from Namibia now?
He's from Namibia.
No. Which means the Legends are going to play in Namibia. We always organize games with Doggy.
Apologies, Chance.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Celebration took my headache.
Celebrated for how long?
Over the MTN, eh?
Yes.
But Brajeri woke up very early, has been to the gym already. He's here from the other side of town. So Arno is charging you must buy us lunch because you are late at Omaha. So.
But I mean, since you're here, Brajeri was, telling us about the time where you guys had to wait for an hour for him to come after he decided that he's not coming to Pirates, he's done with Pirates. Talk to us from your side how that was.
Oh, you talk about the
going to
Champions League.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what happened, but Jerry, he refused. He said he's not coming with us to the final in Abidjan.
Did the players try calling? Did you guys try convincing him?
Yeah, we did because we needed him, especially myself because I was like close to Jerry. I tried to convince him, but I don't know. I'm not sure whether Jerry is stubborn or
what's happening with him.
Or what's happening with his mind sometimes,
It can be difficult.
Sometimes it can be difficult. Sometimes he cannot think straight. Sometimes he can. But at least chairman also intervened. That was the first time I see chairman sweating, talking to me. He said, please, can you talk to Jerry? Can you please convince?
Magents,
so that was the first time I saw chairman like a panic.
Yeah, he was panicking.
But he drove all the way to Tembis, chairman.
To go talk to him.
Yeah, to go and talk to Jerry. I'm not sure if they gave him some envelope, but he won't tell.
Please tell us.
This is the right time.
He didn't find me at home. I wasn't at home. He talked to my mom.
Maybe she's an old lady. I'm around the floor.
But I mean, obviously, it's very rare to find you guys together at the same time, and you guys had fun just besides the play. Obviously, the fun playing football and off the field. And how was Pirates during those days? During your days?
Well, for me, maybe just to get into that, as Eddie is talking about it. I mean, when I got to Pirates, he was the first person to come close to me. And he was the person that protected me a lot because when I got there was like, I think the late Mark Batchelor, Bruce Ramokadi, Max Maponyane, and I came first before Andres. Gerald Stover.
Andres was there.
Gerald Stover.
He came after you.
Yes, Gerald Stover. So those were the top strikers. When I got there, I was like, yes, I don't know what's going to happen here. I wasn't okay. But he was the one, like at one stage, guys dropped me at the training session. Then he said, hey, Jerry, ke a thembisa after training ke na le di-bras tsa ke tshwantse ke yo di bona. Then he just took me with him. And the car he was driving, you can't believe.
Is it the same car?
My first like salary, come month end, I bought the same car.
Yeah.
Wow.
BMW 328. He was driving that car, I bought the same car
So
Nice.
that he was driving. So to me, he was like,
yeah.
No, we came close.
Yeah.
No, because I used to follow him go ACs.
yeah.
He used to bang goals like hell.
Yeah.
And I was the happiest when the lady Gubadi said, "Hey, it's Tolu Jerry."
Nice.
Lithubo pilo manya wa Covid. Yeah,
Soul
no.
Motrice, innit?
I'm late. It's our one long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a citizen.
Yeah. But hey, let's go to them.
There we go now. There we go. Edith, I'll go pay the price. I can go pay the price.
What the All-Star? I see the All-Star, the Mom Star, the Bum
Edith, I'll go
Socks,
pay the
Figure Belt,
Yeah.
Jerry. Slowly, come get it.
America.
Slowly move. Don't look easy.
But we take a perfume. Nakwela, when we played the PP Top 8 against Free State Stars, we drew with them go Kings Park. You know, the first leg, I scored the equalizer. They scored early. And then there was a replay, go Bloemfontein, go Free State Stadium. So we were there for, I think, for 4 days. We got there on a Tuesday. So we were training Tuesday, Wednesday. On a Thursday, they gave us like an off day. So now, Pela, I'm not this person. There was this Dumsane Ngobe, the late John Moeti, you know, guys that were like charismatic.
For sure.
Yeah, now Kantolakili saw tracksuit, Litsona the mommy stars. I see the all stars. So I just like in a kumbi because there were 2 buses that were there. They gave us one, then we're just going to the mall. Kitsamalibo. We get there, lucky, the salary nearly sharp in month and get to the mall and they go to this perfume store. I wait for them. They do whatever. Psst. Sharp. How can I mix it? Now he's like, Njerez.
Okay, Jerry.
Eddie. Robona he. Izwanga litamo ha itamo. Awunya kureka ka cheleta urina kurekele. And then everybody was laughing at me. And then he just bought me, I think it was like the small one, which was like Isemiyaki. I still, even today, I don't know how many years ago, even today, I'm in that perfume, Isemiyaki. He bought just the small one for me, you know.
50 million.
Because
Magents.
Mara modi aparong then he tried.
Look at Baruta, little Max.
Serious.
Come with you, Bob. Can you mobile my fail?
We gotta do.
Colony. Come on. Put the little rule. Come on, change the rule. No, just come on.
You know, I had that mistake. That's why he didn't teach me in terms of the cologne. Because I was used to this spray as well. So now he buys me that. He's not giving me instructions. Now I take the shower. I think I was with Hellman. Yeah. And then I'm like, yes. Yeah, I was like sneezing. Like, it's like, because he says to me,
small.
Go in, go showering, he does more. And the how fast I was controller, because say this going and the truth. So now that's when I call it, say, okay, after whatever, and maybe they, you know,
but I can tell you,
that's it.
I can tell you, like going back to your question, Joe, the third team, formidable team. I don't think Pirate like a formidable team in terms of strength, characters, and everything.
The balance.
Yeah, the like John Boeti, Max, but with Tulets, Jerry Tulets. Rona le ba le ba vocal bo rona.
Of course.
Both the shoes, bo fish a witsuru ke le khoro ke taki. Kore wa matla fela. Yeah.
Okpara.
Bokpara.
Kevin Lane.
Yeah.
Kevin Lane, yeah.
Okpara re I'm a priest. Yeah, I'm a pastor, what? Bara ha re ke ga bo play be. Ke la ba tla dithoto before. Give me photo. Ke ba re pastor. O bitla ta uwe bo skorea.
Even the younger players, Hugo Broos and
Yeah,
Motale
but
It was.
But Jerry will tell you, with the younger ones,
Yeah.
there's a lot. They knew Jerry is a senior, the senior, man is a senior.
Respect that.
Aye.
For sure.
Yeah.
The
So-
Batseva.
You
I
know what I
think
want to
it-
find out from you guys? I mean, you talk about the talented squad and how balanced it is. Now, when you look into Pirates now, I mean, they're also preparing for CAP, right? And Brajer, you'll speak on the strikers. Mabasa was at Pirates, he left, and then he comes back now, and he's back into his goal-scoring form. But back then, when you look into, you know, the star-studded strikers, now you ask yourself now again as to, okay, where are the goals going to come from? Because now and again, you'll see Mabasa missing chances. I guess then the criticism that you also experienced, that he might experience now and again. But when you look at the striking force of Orlando Pirates now, in your opinion, is it as strong as it was back in the day?
No, I don't think so. Honestly speaking, I don't think so. I think the question that you posed to me before Eddie got here was like, if we compare our team with the current,
chances now.
you know, because I said it to you to say our team before, it's what Eddie just said now. We didn't have the leverage of what is happening with the current team. The current team has got everything, resources-wise.
Yeah.
We used to travel to say we're going to Uganda. We leave on a Tuesday, we play on a Saturday, we come back the next Tuesday or Wednesday. So it was like something long, and that kept us together.
Yeah.
You know, because when we, like in Uganda or maybe Gabon, we don't move around. The only time which we spend, it's one corridor in the hotel.
Or
We choose Kopulung or we choose a room where we're going to go the late Prajo,
Yeah.
Ramokadi. So it goes back to that to say, for me to do the comparison, it's a little bit not
Awkward,
okay.
yeah.
It's awkward, you know, because the team now, as I said earlier on, they've got all the resources.
For sure.
This is the best team
But no, the
for me compared to
cappuccino.
our team. This is the best team in terms of playing personnel,
Yeah.
technical team. Look at us winning the Champions League. We lost like a Joffrey team.
Yeah.
I nearly missed the flight to Abidjan.
Yeah.
But the guys had character. They were together.
For sure.
Yes, a lot. I didn't want to talk about a lot of players calling me because sometimes I would be like, because I've decided.
Yeah.
Until Yonaya, I went going to my mom. My mom convinced me and then decided late. But I always say, Ivan, what he did, 95, you know, because we had a red card with our captain, which was Innocent Mwango, go first leg, red card.
That's why
Eddie took
Magents
over.
ended up being the captain.
Yes, but Ivan was supportive to Eddie. He was there when we got to Abidjan. After I decided to board the plane, we got there. We go to training. Ivan Koza's with us. I've never seen him at training. I've never seen him in a game. When I joined Pirates, January until December.
Yeah.
In a plane, I'm with Ivan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the hotel. They took us to a bed hotel that was like filthy.
Yeah, but Coronel.
Okay, well.
We stayed in the bus for almost 2 to 3 hours.
And then you changed.
Sure.
No, he was negotiating. And then he took us to
Best hotel,
Intercontinental Hotel, the best hotel in Abidjan.
Yeah.
He was always there. We go for pre-match meal, Ivan is there. He's checking the meal, is it the meal okay?
Yeah.
I was surprised. I don't know what happened because when I tell people to say, don't give credit to me,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with that goal. I still don't know. I don't know what was in my mind.
Yeah.
I really can't tell about it.
For sure.
But I always say, Ivan must answer. Iron Duke must answer.
And
Why
so-
did he fight? Because Eddie said it. You'll never see Ivan going to player's house. He sent somebody, and you get scared as a player.
Yeah.
But he went to my home. He made sure I must come. Spoke to Eddie to convince me to come.
Yeah.
So which means there is something he knew that was
About-
going to happen
Oh.
about that
That
goal.
is
He
true.
knew. I can't leave this person
Yeah.
because
Right, yeah.
maybe the ancestors
I
said
think-
Jerry is needed.
Yeah, I think it's Kuvevele.
Who's Kufev?
Iron Juke.
I joke. I think
Okay.
Skuveve una le pono.
Yeah.
Or
Hey.
una le moya. Lenan, we used to see them anjwetsa dilo manare, you know, I'm dreaming this or ke bona this. And dira exactly, understand? Fish, I remember Fish, he wanted to go overseas the very same season at Jubilee. He had offers, but I refused. He actually not refused, convinced him or Savaya, because I want us to win us the league and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then he stayed. Fish, he had offers so Italy, England, and then Fish had child. Ne really go beer house, go Victoria. The had child, you know, Mamehela. That's why I get to know Honabakai.
Oh, I discuss a corner.
Yeah, I no, I discuss. Outside the secret. So my friend and you no, I'm getting yeah, no, my friend, look. But what really look bright and a little cherry as Agba understand why can I thank God so much? Because it came after relationship religion. I don't know, you get it, I come I told, I comment. I don't know, you know what? Monday before training, we go to the office. We went there. I must tell you. So the right was on the wall because it's only Lehoa, and then you are Kilo Juana, Kilo Juan Rubil, Arlo Rubil, Arlo Rubil, no, Mamela boy, all right, so.
Yeah.
But also, just a Jerry.
Also, it must be, yeah.
Mas Brasil não está ali, né?
I don't know why he's the Brian. I don't know, but also just a Jerry, que é o Cupa, que não anda para o jeito. I don't know, no job trading. After utlwa ditaba and nare we ile go jwa le ke no man ne kwatile le Mike o bono ra was not myself
focus yeah
ari ya mamela go tlela trading o kwate exactly ka mkono o kwatile Nigeria sa bolo ro thotse ka ro ka thaba but later on I told him ask him later on I told him
I reacted.
So come joetsa ga re mtsereza o thaka baro some mention because when ba ira motla bo Jerry tla child he Jerry ga child ka fitla ga Jerry so
they'll kill him
ba sabotage so that's how we were one team because we could even tell the secrets Makunu to understand no and Jerry Nakora for that matter.
Yeah.
The reason Horkebushwitz, Jerry Nakora, and without Jerry Kabolor, Arto in an ex.
For sure.
Max Nakora, but a decora. What does that?
So, Masbuga Pirates manjane. And I mean, Brajeri speaks of the team, and you can maybe touch on the defense, especially the MTN 8. We saw this team without Olisanda, whereas the first few games he was there. Unfortunately, he got injured. How did this team, the MTN 8, find out? You are celebrating, you're having a great time, but how did they play? And also maybe touch on the officiating as well, how that second goal came in, because there's a lot of noise, people saying that that second goal was not the goal for Pirates.
Sorry, June, on that one. I'm sorry because I didn't answer that one of the strikers. I say now you're going to 80 for the defenders.
Yes.
But I think I can maybe put it on hold for now, you know, because I feel like I didn't answer exactly because we had to jump to something else in terms of because now Mabasa, Mahopa, how are they doing?
Okay, start
no,
again.
No. For me, as I said it, look, these are the great guys. We never had a a strikers coach. There is strikers coach now.
Yes.
Our strikers coach, Edi Ari Mcheres, Okpara Arwena Okasimkore. At training. That was like coaching on its own.
Yes.
Then I want to prove a point to Eddie. I want to say Okpara never.
Yes.
Okpara would say 100 rand, that was a lot of money then. 100 rand on the side.
Yeah.
Guys would come and just stand on the side. Then I get maybe 3. It depends how many soccer balls from a distance. And from the dead ball situation, I must go Okpara, the best goalkeeper. That's how I got it right in terms of the way I was kicking the ball.
Technique,
You know, because that's how we were motivated through ourselves. A competition amongst ourselves, but which was fruitful. Because that's where I've got strong. I know if I've got these guys watching me, there must something that I need to plow back to the guys.
Yes.
Because at one stage, there was a time where I remember we were scored a goal. Then I went to Mark Fisher and Kevin Lane. I said, you I'm sorry to use that word. Yes.
Real Rovers.
Hey, bro.
Hokorila Dries.
Hey. It was like a chaos. Even myself, because I didn't play well, but I was worried with the guys at the back to say, shut the back door, I will score. Then when we got there,
Scored 3.
go dressing room. Remember that go dressing room.
I can now Camille Kevin.
Hey, Kevin Lee. No, serious. Look at that giant. Now I'm better. I was still like this small and you talk too much when you talk too much. You think it's Tembisa here. Go and score yourself. Then I said, no, fine, it's okay. But hey, no, Kevin, leave Cherry. Nabo John Wait.
Kibisa Gave shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah. Gena wakena monara. Zulu ala Zulu phela. Aylabola khutlela sha 3.
Hat-trick. Well, I scored a hat-trick in the second half.
Brazil, just to add on each of strikers. What's your view on Mabasa? He's playing well for domestic, but the coach does not seem to like him that much. Obviously, we're not saying telling the coach what to do, but just to analyze the situation. You feel he should be in the national team?
I think for me, different teams that the coach is doing, because he's got a lot of resources in terms of playing personnel. Look at the MTN 8 final over the weekend. Look at the bench. That's another strong Orlando Pirates team that you can take the whole 11 inside the pitch and put the reserves. They're still going to perform. So I think for me, he's trying to rotate the teams, you know. That's where maybe you sometimes miss it, because for me, Eddie would know no matter what. When they say who's the striker, he knows Jerry is going to be there. No matter what, I know, like Jerry, give us the team of 95. They say, William Okpara, Eddie Mutale on the left, Piritso Tete on the right, Kevin Lane, Mark Fish, center defense, Innocent Mwango, late John Moeti. I know Hellman on the lefty, Brendan on the right, myself and whoever. It's like the team is still with me, it's still there. But now the chop and change. You know, I need to get to you when you're in the team. Hey, who's gonna come? Now I must adjust on the day of the game. The next time when I'm happy with you in terms of how you support me, how I support you, you out now. Eddie's in. Now I need to change again. My mentality of playing to say, now it's Eddie. I need to change. I think that's where, for me, I take it as the hiccup, because too many players, you don't have to get along together. You know, it's a change of relationship, style of play, the understanding that Eddie talks about, because to us, we were more like a comrade. We were like, we knew. Bruce, if Jerry's hurt or Jerry's not playing, Bruce Ramukadi, he's going to be there.
Magents, you can then touch on the defense. Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, look, the defense, but before I go to defense, I think Mabaso deserves to win the national team. Yeah, maybe the coaches need some eye drop of some kind. Eye blue or contact lenses. What I said. But that boy is lethal. We all know, we all rely on Bata every time coming from the back. So we need the right out striker there who will bang goals. But anyway,
we'll talk about Bafana in just a bit. But
at defense, Pirates, Joe. You said now and then.
No, yeah, so we can do the current now because
Okay.
of time. So let's
No,
do the current.
no, the defense is solid. It's solid. Look, and that's is strength of peel off strength at the back, but he
Yeah.
was out. We didn't notice that he's out up until that lousy, beautiful goal bicycle, which is I think is
there's
the
not much.
goal of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't much after that goal. You can see they've got it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm happy. I mean, personally, I'm happy about the defense now.
Officiating. I also asked you about the officiating, that Mabasa goal that you were just raving about. Was it a goal? And
Okay, it's good, Baba, so to score that one.
Yeah.
Because Jerry will tell you, even if you are offside, you can see you are miles offside. You still take a chance
need
and
to
kick
finish.
it. You finish it.
You need to
Maybe
finish.
the referee will be like the other referee who didn't see everything. You understand?
Which
So,
referee talking about?
what's this? John, what was? Yeah. So, I'm shy. But sometimes, because you know, these teams, they come with their spirits. You understand? They come with their spiritual what was. Because if you come clean, you breathe these things.
It's
I'm
a
shy.
Daisy, and
Ah,
it's a
I'm shy.
But just also, I think on the issue of the ref, congratulations to Pirates, they've won. We can't blame Pirates.
No,
For that
no,
mess.
no.
We have to blame the referee. And for the longest time, we've been talking about the standard of refereeing in our country. It's not consistent. And some weekends it's just very, very bad. Some weekends are okay. It also calls to the issue of VAR. We really, really need to come up with the VAR issue, because that Mabasa goal, if there was VAR, it could have been dealt with very correctly.
Yeah.
It was not a contentious issue where it's 50-50. Somebody must say this.
Yeah.
It's clear.
It's
We
clear.
have to recall it. We put the ball back where the foul happened, and then the match continues. And we don't know what could have happened if that match went extra time. So you have to feel bad for Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
Teams spend a lot of time, energy, money preparing for matches like that. To lose it like that was a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I get Safa and the referee people must really make sure that we
And
don't.
if it was cheaper, probably the coach would have been sacked
You
by
know what I
today.
mean?
Sunday.
For
Sunday,
Yeah,
it could have
something
been
like
gone.
that, you
For
know.
something like that. You
We really,
understand?
really need VAR in the country. And
No,
also goal line
need,
technology.
we need,
It
we
must
need, we
happen.
need it. We need it. I remember somebody proposed it earlier on when it was introduced Europe, and the teams here, they did a petition with it's gonna waste time and what.
We need to
But
find money
going
for it.
back to the referees, John is the best ref now in our country, and he did that mistake. Imagine the best ref, So, and you're right. Some other weeks, Joe, our decisions are very diabolical.
No.
Yeah.
But have you watched the social media platform?
Yes.
There
Yeah.
is a sign which is what referees use. I don't know what does it mean. But they would get the whistle in the mouth and go like, really, I don't know, because I've seen on the social media people say, why is the referee doing this sign? Is he an Orlando Pirates referee? But it's a sign. I don't know what is the infringement. What does it mean? But when the whistle is there and then, I think maybe is it not the paramedics? When it does, I don't know what it is. I'm putting it to you now.
Yeah.
Because I saw it on the platform. It did happen with another team. At one stage where the referee did that, and the other one was like, yeah, I'm okay. It's fine, it's fine. Then, people, when you see this and then you see this,
They're creative.
something is wrong.
Yeah, they're creative.
Yeah, because it's in the platform.
The standard of referees.
Yeah, it's poor.
It can improve.
It can improve that.
Yeah, it has to.
I mean, I'll tell you the referees, they don't cheat. Because when the ref for certain team, they just bet. When they in one game, he can do 4 bad mistakes in both teams. So that's not cheating. It's lack of knowledge and skill. They're not cheating. They just don't know how to ref.
Yes. Okay. So we need better.
I think they need to go to refresher courses
Yeah.
like every 3 months or so.
Okay,
Well, some they
that's
say
good
they're failing the
suggestion.
fitness test there.
I've
Some they
heard
say
that
they're
at the
failing the
beginning of the
fitness test there,
season.
the course.
Maybe they must also consider ex-pros for refereeing.
But we're not
Because we got it. No, but at this age thing, they'll
When I
tell
don't
you
think you
we
would.
only need 25 upwards. Another limit.
Experience.
That's a thing. Matisa Mandela, dog. Kaseloge. Abe dog is same age in the Kwete Mataj. Kaseloge.
Yeah, come on, Tata.
Amarake feet.
But I mean, you guys touched on Bafana, and I mean, we also have to look into the upcoming matches that they have. So, Brajeri, we can start with you. I mean, you spoke of your criticism that you received after you missed, and you decided to say you're done with Pirates. We see now Percy Tau has decided that he doesn't want to be called for this period because he's got personal issues. Coach Hugo Broos insisting that he's not happy at Al Ahly currently, so then he has to just take a break from the national team as well. Talk to us about Bafana and Percy's inclusion and exclusion on the team.
Well, I think it's not a good thing, honestly speaking, because here you're talking of not an individual, but for the country.
Yeah.
This is a country issue. You know, this matter, the player cannot just say he doesn't want to be there, he wants to be there, or whatever. If the coach decides to say, you are in England, you are in Ukraine, you are wherever, you need to come and represent the country. Because that's the only time where you get it right as a player. So for me, I don't think this one of Pesitao for him to decide or dictate to the country or the nation. The day he comes back home, how are we going to portray him? When we see him here now, say, you think you're bigger than the country now.
But remember
That's where the problem
with
is.
Lyle, with Lyle Foster,
Lyle
also he
Foster
said
as
he
well,
did the
like,
same
you know,
thing.
it's
He took a break and then he came back. So are you saying players shouldn't do that at all, then?
Not at all. Look at like Eddie. I want to make an example. You look at like the class of 96. Class of 96. Eddie was with the team from, I think, December when he went to camp until the final. He never played a single game. But he never had issues. When there is another selection, Eddie's being called in, he wouldn't say, Clive, why do I have to come there because I'm not playing, I don't get a chance. It's because the country needs you. It's irrespective of you going to play or not. But there is something which you bring as a player, you know, because sometimes when you sit there, you bringing something to other players. You look at Timbazwane. The big difference that it has. People will talk about his age, about whatever that is happening at Sundowns. But when he's given the chance, the guy, the person that they say is old is the one that is more like magician, helping the youngsters, Abu Apolis, Abu Adams. I love the boy now, Adams, Lapaku Stelis. That one he won't finish the season with Stelis. Chiefs or Pirates or Sundowns,
or overseas.
what a player. What a
Sundowns
youngster.
Sundowns tried to sign him, but they couldn't.
What a youngster.
And then, you know, exactly what Jerry said. If Percy is there, automatically it's like when we're there, it's like team building. We build each other. When you're down, we bring you up. So what does that? And when Percy is there, Zwane won't relax. He won't be on his roller. You understand? Because he knows that if he can sleep, so it also motivates the other players, his presence.
For sure. I like the team.
Just also, the coach has picked Khuliso and Debza. Debza hasn't played at all in about 5 matches. Khuliso has played less than 20 minutes. Does the coach play them in these crucial matches?
It's exactly the point that we're touching on now. How can you just say, because Mokoena's got his own personal problems with Mamelodi Sundowns and Khuliso Mudau, how key are they in our country? So for me, even if Mokoena is not like in the starting lineup, but for his presence to be there in the national team, it gives energy and something out of other players because they want to prove themselves to say, oh, now it's a chance. He's here, but now I want to prove it. Because if he's not there, I wouldn't have a challenge as a striker. If I don't have somebody that is being called in, maybe those days they say, Trumpis, come, Jerry is there. I want to make sure Trumpis is here. Anything can happen. I don't have a problem to say Trumpis was not playing at Chiefs. Trumpis had this problem at Chiefs.
Trumpis
That's
is-
not
yeah.
Chiefs or Pirates.
Yeah.
That's the national
That's-
team.
yeah.
So we need to be in the national.
So they must play, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
they
for
must
me,
play.
Yeah.
Mukwena, if he starts, I would be more than happy because he gives something to the nation.
And it's not like ba fatigue or
Yeah.
ba
training, yeah.
no, they've been training. It's just trying to solve this personal issues. You understand? And we know what they can give us. Understand?
And the importance
that's
of Ronwen back,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's critical, yeah.
it's good because he can calm things down. He can talk. He can marshal.
Good leadership
play.
skill.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he can play a bit to frustrate the strikers as Jerry. If we start playing at the back, you need to chase left and right. You get frustrated as a striker.
Yeah.
Let's quickly wrap up the Bafana chat with Relay, the young one. I mean, his first time when he played about, was it 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
one and a half.
1.5. Maruta Shile, at least.
Yeah, it is well touched. Yeah, well touched.
Well, touch, and it's important. Mara, team building, of him being part of the squad as well, whether we are Lala or he doesn't. Talk to us about the talent that he is and really what it means for him at his age to be part of Bafana.
Honestly, Junior, for me, that is the future prospect that I'm looking at
Yeah.
for Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
I mean, the boy has just summed it up to say he's still young. He's got it right at Orlando Pirates, but he's not getting big-headed.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
performing. Let's look at the recent MTN 8.
Yeah.
From the bench to come inside, made a change for Pirates to proceed to the final from the bench against Sundowns. He made
Yeah.
a difference by scoring.
Yeah.
And then for me, he's just quality. I wish and pray that maybe for the future, he's just as cool-headed as he is as a youngster. He's not having a lot of information that will kill his momentum of playing, his ability to take to the field. So for me, to be there in the national team,
Yeah.
we're looking at these youngsters. He's a strong person that maybe Hugo Broos needs to give him another 30 minutes. Next time, maybe 45.
Yeah.
Next time, he needs to be in the
But
starting
I'll
lineup.
say, like Jerry said, it's damn good. We
Yes.
need development.
Yeah.
This boy has been developed. He has been to Sundowns development. He has been all over. We need that
Yeah.
to get our Mufuking Baba, understand? Two, like, I'm happy because he's managed by his father.
Yes.
And his father, he did play for Mamelodi.
Yeah, he played.
You understand? He knows the jinky or clear ball, you understand? So, number three, let him put him there. I heard the coach say, no, I don't. Like 1.5 minutes he played, he said, I don't want to put him to deep end. No, put him
He must
there.
go there.
Yes.
Already at Pirate is in the deep end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So put him there, let him start. If he can't take it, take him off, relieve him,
Yeah.
and put him there. I mean, you look at the other youngster who is playing in Portugal, or that youngster, it was Halabalu, he scored a goal. 15 years.
There's this young boy from Brazil, Hendrik. He's
Yeah.
playing for Real Madrid.
So
He's
Exactly.
even younger than
Spanish
Mufokeng.
kid.
So-
Lamal as well.
Lamal.
Lamal.
Yeah.
For me, these young boys, Abu Mufokeng and other ones, go Super Sport and
Mfundo
Abu
Vilakazi,
Boys, Mfundo Vilakazi. They should have been
Chabalala.
running 10, 15, 20 caps now.
Now,
For national
Yes.
team.
Yes.
For me, it's late
Yeah.
because they're sitting on 0, Abani, they're sitting on 1. By now, these boys, they should have been sitting on 20, 25.
Yeah. That's true.
Just to add on Mufokeng, if he doesn't move, the one thing that is going to benefit him immensely this season is Champions League.
Yeah.
That thing is not easy.
Yeah,
I say this year every time. That
slip up and
he's going to
place.
earn. I keep on also referring back to when he came on as a sub against South Sudan.
Yeah.
In South Sudan, you could see they just push, and then But in the Champions League, he's going to play those matches every week.
Yeah.
He will learn how
Yeah.
to play against
The big giants.
against the big giants. It's a different step up. It's a step up from the PSL.
I will
It's
give
tough
him
times there.
a lot of
But there is a,
calcium. Don't
remember
worry.
the game they played at the Orlando Stadium. He came on as a sub. He made the difference, the equalizer of talent and battle.
Yes.
He was involved by taking those big guys that fell, because of his footwork, So those are the things that we need to support. To say, coach, this is what the boy has done in that few minutes. We equalized. I think we were trailing 2-1 against, who was this country? The one where
was it in Uganda or something?
Mota gave them 2 goals. Uganda. Where our Amazulu goalkeeper gave Uganda 2 goals. And then we got the late equalizer from Bata. But really, he made the big difference. So
Definitely
for me,
he's a star, and hopefully it will work out
But I just
soon.
wish and pray with it. Nothing much mustn't run.
But I've said it earlier on. Don't take my words.
I'm
I
just
said I wish and
Oh,
pray.
you're emphasizing.
Oh, you're emphasizing.
I'm just emphasizing.
Okay, sure.
Hey, what's it like? Accept the last question, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no, Jerry. You need to. We are going Benin bed.
You must go come to that
Take it up
level.
and
Go break it down. No.
But Ajari, before we close, I see Magents is doing the nails and
I can't talk about Jerry.
He's not gonna.
You can see me now.
Understand.
When I'm home, that's what I do.
No, I can say that's it. You get it cure.
yeah, it's manicure.
I didn't see this.
See, it's not the nails.
Hey, what's happening? You were just recent now in Botswana. I was seated next to you. Go passing. Eddie King.
Keep manicure.
You gotta sing it like manicure.
You don't believe it, Ajari?
Oh, you guys are absolutely quickly. But gents, Prajerry's got a meeting that he needs to run to.
Yeah.
So team is a Hollywood Thunder. Unfortunately, they lost yesterday. So Uti, he's called a technical meeting. What do you think he's going to say to the team? I just want to hear from you before he tells us. So.
I hope he's not gonna fire the coach.
I can imagine. Yeah, let's hope he's not gonna fire the coach. I'm praying he mustn't fire the coach. But it's good to have those meetings.
Yeah.
In fact, whether win or lose, I mean, I used to do those meetings. So correct. No matter we need to correct the incorrect.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? So
Sure.
I think it's good. You need to rush so that next week or this week they can correct all those mistakes
And then come
and
back.
then we'll
nicely.
come better the weekend.
Prajerry, just to wrap it up, I mean, you're a qualified coach. How is it being an owner? And of course, watching now the coaches actually do their job. How do you handle that?
Well, for me, it's all about the experience because the people that I've roped in are more like I'm still grooming them. The coaches that are in my team, I'm still grooming them because I'm a more qualified coach. They're still there to learn, But I'm not this person that comes as the chairman who's never played the game. He's got the money from tenders. No, me, it's because of being the brand ambassador of a good company in Hollywood Bets, and then they give me the platform, which I also have to plow back to the people. So Kimachitaka, the whole technical team, young boys, the head coach, assistant coach, they're all close to me. But I think one thing that I don't do, I don't interfere in their job. I always advise. It's more like what Ed is saying today. It's more of like advising them to say, from me, my point of being a head coach, not the chairman, this is what I saw yesterday. This is what made us to lose the game. Because we had a splendid, like if you go to stats, we had like, there was no competition. But the only thing that we didn't do well was to convert those goals. And then they got only 2 because they were defending, kicking the ball forward. One mistake, they scored a goal. Another mistake, we come into the 18, not even 18, 6-yard box. Then they miss. And I've been a striker. It hurts me to say, but itlapega chiru chairman so those are the things that I'm going to help them with, just to advise
decision making. I can pick you up in the box. Decision making.
Exactly, being calm, no rush, because bona maybe batsaba hore kitoba kuba
they must be free.
I'm proud because I pay them salaries.
Next week, if you don't get the result, it means the coaches but people feel incorrect corrections.
Keep feeling incorrect.
But feel incorrect corrections.
but nna ke bona gare wena because le wena o qualified coach o nyaka
Ngathi
job.
uthi
Ah,
hint,
It was a
hint.
job.
ke a sola.
available.
Hey, imagine my team with these two guys,
Mamela,
the chairman and the coach. Hey,
Let's we know correct again.
Yes.
We know correct.
Yes.
So if I receive correct, it's incorrect correction.
Brajero,
You do the correct ones?
Brajero, come here, Magents to kuza tapao.
Ay, but imagine the coach will fire me. Hey,
No, you will fire you.
Hey, Jerry, phela hona no u Jerry kona. Remember o re ko thusitse ko Pirate. Go re fitlhe mo ke nna ko Pirate o ska tlompotsa. You are the chairman kwa Simo.
We're going to start fighting for a salary first there.
Good luck weekend. Good luck with the meeting.
Yeah. No weekend I'm playing in Giant Stadium. You must come there.
Oh, Pretoria.
Go
yeah.
Pretoria.
Yes.
No, he always, when he comes to my hood, he
I
tells me
always see him.
go.
I want to see him.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. Gentlemen, thank you so much for an awesome chat.
Yeah, this
So
one,
unfortunately,
this one is
time
for
was so
the
short,
for the
eh?
books, yeah.
40th
Today,
episode.
as they say,
40th
today-
episode, this is special.
Today, nervutile today, straight, yeah. Nervutile today, yeah. This is
But
crazy.
that's how we then wrap up the Arena Sports Show from Magents, Legs at Thunder Senior, Legs at Thunder Junior. Mahlatse, I don't think unali nickname, so Mahlatse Mphahlele as well.
Brajeri knows me.
Zizo.
Always cooking, eh? Always cooking, eh?
That's how we wrap up the show. Cheers, goodbye.